regular people who can change anytime they want into a CGI fucking wolf. Fuck. That makes no fucking sense at all because werewolves don't do that. Werewolves are people who change from a human to a wolf in a full moon. Not any goddamn time they want to. And also, werewolves don't just change. And a werewolf is not just a person who can change from a regular person to a wolf. No, a werewolf is a wolf human who can stand on two legs, who is basically half human. He's half human, half wolf, not just human who can change into a wolf. That's a fucking shapeshifter. And if he's a shapeshifter, why the fuck does he only transform into a wolf? Is he a werewolf or a shapeshifter? If he's not a werewolf, don't fucking call him a werewolf, call him a fucking shapeshifter. What's so hard about that? People don't understand what werewolves are? The aspects of a werewolf that Twilight sucked up two of the greatest monsters like ever in the history of the world, in the history of the stories in general, you know? Vampires and werewolves, although never really collided, they've been just horror movies, like scary story oriented, like, you know, they're basically the origin of scary stories and horror movies. The fact that the first time that they're actually meeting, I think, pretty much, in Twilight is fucking shit. Because Twilight just fucks everything up about werewolves and vampires. Now, Taylor Lautner, by the way, he really is not that good of an actor. The reason why they fucking keep Taylor Lautner, Shark Boy, in fucking Twilight is because of his fucking body. And everybody knows it's true. They don't want him because of his acting. They don't want him because he brings something to the story. The only reason they want him is because of his body. And they even said that if Taylor Lautner did not keep his body the way it is, they would fire him from Twilight. What did that tell you about Twilight standards? They don't care about acting. They don't care about anything that makes a movie good. They just care about just good looks. That's all they fucking care about. There's nothing good about that at all. Now people like Johnny Depp and Leonardo DiCaprio, they're good looking as well. But that's not the only reason people put them in movies. They're good actors. Johnny Depp, I believe that sometimes he did make shit movies, but Alice in Wonderland he was great in, and they didn't even use his. In Alice in Wonderland they didn't even show that he was attractive. They just showed him wearing the clothes of the Mad Hatter. They didn't show him attractive at all. He was wearing paint on his face. At first, he didn't even look like Johnny Depp when he was wearing that stuff. And Leonardo DiCaprio, he's in a lot of good movies. He was freaking within the Titanic. He's a pretty good actor, but people again mainly follow them because of their good looks. Same with Robert Pattinson. He's not good looking at all anyway, and he's not a good actor. He's fucking not. And Robert Pattinson, I hated him in fucking Twilight. I really did. He was boring. I didn't like him. He didn't really put any energy into the fucking role. Even though vampires really aren't that energetic, but like, you know, they don't show the fact that they're a vampire during the day. They show it during the night. They're not a vamp. They can't. They do show that they're a vampire, but they don't. They can't go out anytime in the sunlight. These are elements of a fucking vampire. I will list them for you. They are supposed to have pale skin. Yes, Twilight has that right. They don't have to wear a cape. That makes it seem like it's a vampire, not just a fucking dude walking out. They have to be able to turn into a bat. That is one of the main elements of a vampire. Twilight doesn't do that. They fucking make the fucking werewolf transform into wolves whenever they fucking feel like it. Why can't they make the fucking vampires transform into bats whenever they fucking feel like it? And I never heard of where vampires are super strong. I've never heard that before about vampires. I've never have. Vampires are also supposed to suck blood. They do put that somewhat in Twilight, not very much. And they're supposed to have fangs. I don't really see that in Twilight. They probably have it, but I just don't notice it. But fangs are one of the main parts of a vampire, and they don't show basically that in Twilight. I bet you I'm gonna get a fucking comment about it. Yes, they do. Yeah. Shit like that. They don't show it that well. If they do put it in there, they don't show it that well. And vampires are not supposed to. The very main aspect of a fucking vampire, that in sunlight, he dies. He doesn't sparkle. He dies. What's so difficult about that? And the sparkling thing was fucking retarded. Why the fuck did they do that? Why? That was just not good. You don't have to die instantaneously. You can get like through a few moments of just going through different forms of dying. Not fucking sparkling, like, the fuck was that, you know? Just, they fucked up two of the greatest monsters ever and just fucked up big time. I mean, really, they just really did fuck it up big time. And the trailers for both Eclipse and New Moon just make me not want to see the movie. They don't. I have not seen New Moon. I have not seen Eclipse. I'm not going to, and I'm not going to see fucking Breaking Dawn. And they say that they're gonna make fucking 2 movies of Breaking Dawn? Why put us... Why? Just fucking end it, so that way people can get on with their lives and stop talking about this shit. That way Kristen Stewart can go on to something decent. Rotten Pattinson can go on and do whatever the fuck he wants, because he's a shitty actor anyway. And Taylor Lautner can go back to being Shark Boy. But I really don't think that Twilight is a viable movie to win anything. Let alone be #1 movie in the fucking world. There's a lot of other movies that are better. This year, there was a lot of good movies this year. There was fucking How to Train the Dragon was good. Pretty sure Sheckler was good. I haven't seen it yet. And Kick-Ass was really good. Kick-Ass should be #1 movie, at least in the fucking country. I've never even seen anything like Kick-Ass is #1 in the country, at least. Fucking Twilight #1 in the world. The series of Twilight, it's just not good. It's shit, without a doubt, shit. And I know some people say that the first movie or series is not supposed to be that good. Yes, but it's supposed to get people into it, isn't it? Right? It's supposed to get people into the fact that the series is going someplace, not the fact that it's not going anywhere, just shit. And just the action in Twilight, what action? There was no fucking action. You call that last fucking fight scene an action part? What? The end of the fucking thing, fucking Robert Pattinson pretty much gets his ass kicked. Then the other vampires come, break his fucking neck, and then throw him in the fucking fire. That whole fight scene lasted like 5 minutes. And the fight scene was not good. The villain was shit in the movie. The acting was horrible. I just hated it so much. I really did. I just did not like it at all. And people are saying that they're getting better. They probably are getting somewhat better, but that's not enough to make Twilight a good movie, a good series. The first movie is always supposed to get you into the fucking series. Just like how the first Spider-Man movie got people into Spider-Man more than usual. The first Iron Man movie got people into Iron Man again, even though the second one was shit. I'm sorry, but the second fucking Iron Man movie really was bad. It's not as bad as Twilight, but still bad. And Star Wars, probably the greatest series ever, even though it's really fucking overrated. The first movie that they showed dropped people into Star Wars, you know. The first movie is not supposed to be the shittiest of the series. Harry Potter, it's not that good. The first movie wasn't that good, but it brought people into it. It wasn't that bad. Sorcerer's Stone, Harry Potter wasn't really that bad, but it wasn't that good either. It's very rare for a movie series to have all three movies really good. But Twilight, yeah.